Sugar Land, Texas 16, case number 16, DCV 237485. Miss Meredith Reedy, our city attorney. Meredith.
Yes, Mayor, this is the item that we just discussed in closed executive session. At this time, I'm requesting your approval of a settlement agreement in the amount of $270,000.
I'm going to go ahead and make a motion to approve. Do I have a second?
Second.
Got a second by McCutcheon. Any questions? You'll vote at this time, please. Is it a hand vote?
It should be nervous.
Aye.
Yeah, I have no
Yes, sir.
vote.
Yes, sir. If you'll go ahead and do a roll call vote.
I'll do a roll call vote. Himesh. Nishad.
Aye.
Stewart.
Aye.
Steve.
Yes.
Jennifer.
Aye.
Carol.
Aye.
And aye for me. And the ayes have it. It's a 7-0 vote. At this time, we're going to adjourn the city council meeting for Tuesday, August the 4th. And Carol, I'll turn it over to you.
Okay. Thank you, Mayor. At this time, 4:14 p.m., I would like to reconvene the SLDC meeting. Item number 5A, consideration of and action on Sugar Land Development Corporation Resolution number 2020-0804, a resolution of the Board of Directors of the Sugar Land Development Corporation approving project funding for legal fees related to the Performing Arts Center project. We have Meredith Reedy, City Attorney.
Thank you, Madam President. This item is related to the item that we just discussed in executive session. This is the mechanism for the Sugar Land Development Corporation, the 4A, to fund the settlement. We are requesting funding in the amount of $270,000.
Okay. Do the board, do you have any questions for the City Attorney? Okay. Could I get a motion?
Motion to approve.
Okay, motion by Director Zimmerman, a second by, was that Mr. Kamali?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. We're going to do a roll call vote. Director Zimmerman?
Aye.
Gandhi?
Aye.
Lane?
Aye.
Porter?
Aye.
Kamali?
Aye.
Jacobson?
Aye.
And myself as an aye, and so the motion passes with a vote of 7-0. Item number 5B, consideration of and action on the minutes of the January 7th, 2020 and July 7th, 2020 meetings. City Secretary, do you have any comments on this?
No, ma'am, just submitting them for approval as submitted.
Okay, thank you. Have a motion?
Move to approve.
Okay, that was a motion by Jacobson and a second by?
Second.
Gandhi. Okay, we'll do another roll call vote. Director Zimmerman?
Aye.
Gandhi?
Aye.
Lane?
Aye.
Porter?
Aye.
Kamali?
Aye.
Jacobson?
Aye.
Okay, and myself as an aye, and it passes 7-0. Item 5C, review of and discussion on projections for fiscal year 2020 and the proposed fiscal year 2021 budget. We have Rosita Bajoun, our budget manager.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone.
Yeah. Hello there.
Today I'll
Rosita.
be presenting the FY20 projections, the FY21 proposed budget, along with the 5-year forecast for the corporation. In preparation for the FY20 projection and the FY21 budget, there were several strategies used as a result of the current pandemic. One area where we knew we will see an immediate impact on the virus was the sales tax collection, mainly in the retail and food and entertainment sectors. With this anticipated decline in sales tax, the strategy was to reduce the economic development incentive expenditures to offset this decline. Also, due to the loss of hotel taxes, the tourism fund is unable to cover all its projected expenditures. The corporation's plan is to support the economic development functions, which is normally funded by the tourism fund and is currently focused on business recovery. Next slide, please. Thank you. So for FY20, the corporation projected its sales tax revenue at $6,053,424, a decrease of $253,598. Interest income is projected at $124,096, a decrease of $25,904 due to lower interest rates. The participation rent from the Smart Financial Center is projected at $49,860. This assignment collection is $1.25 million. Overall total expenditures at $229,642 lower than budget. Next. For FY20 expenditures projection, Economic Development Program is projected at $935,915. The ED Incentive Program is projected at $1,167,500, which is $570,000 lower than budget. The contractual services is projected at $17,740, while debt service is projected same as the budget. Also, the same goes for the capital reimbursement funds. It's also projected as budget. Transfer to other funds, it's $724,752, and this is where we would see an increase in the cost of the staff from the tourism fund. Overall, the FY20 projections totals $8,478,528, which is $485,711 lower than budget. Next. The projected net income is a negative $1.002 million, which is $0.256 million lower than the budgeted net income of a negative $1.25 million. For FY20, the ending fund balance is $4.14 million, which is $3.233 million higher than the required fund balance of $0.908 million. Any questions on FY20 before we move into FY21?
Rosita, can you go back one slide, please?
Sure.
And on the debt service, can you just update the council on the different projects that are covered under the debt service?
Yes, sure. I do have I could talk about it now. So currently we have 3 series outstanding. And I think if I go to the next, it's one of the charts, slides, I have the debt service schedule. Yes, perfect. So this is where, this is the total debt service outstanding for the corporation, and it ends in FY20. We currently have 3 outstanding series. One is for the design of the Smart Financial Center. We had issued $7.2 million for that, and currently we have $5.8 million outstanding, and that will be paid off in 2038. Series 2014 is construction of the Smart Financial Center, and we had issued $38.265 million, and we have a principal outstanding of $33.315 million, and that will be paid off in FY 2040. And then our third issue, it's a 2014, it's a refunding for the town square infrastructure, and that issue was for $3.75 million. We have $4 million outstanding, and that will be paid off in 2025. As you can see, the drop here in FY 26.
Good, thank you.
You're welcome. So we were at this is perfect. Okay, let me get my stuff. So for FY21, our revenues, sales tax revenue is budgeted at $5.45 million. Interest income is $125,000. And our third assignment is $1.3 $7.75 million for a total revenue of $7.045 million. Next. Our expenditures include the Economic Development Program for $597,017. Our ED incentive, it's $1.7 million. Contractual services, it's $9,790. Our debt service payment, it's $4,053,721. Transfer to other funds, $764,123. So our total expenditures is $7,124,651. So next. So this is the debt service schedule, which we just went over. So here's to summarize the FY21 budgeted operations. Our revenues is 7.05 with expenditures of 7.125 million. Net income is about 80,000. It's a loss, budgeted loss. Our ending fund balance is 4.144 million, and our policy requirement is 8.832 million, which is equal to 15% of the budgeted sales tax. So we would be over policy by 3.282 million at the end of FY21. Any questions?
I have a question.
Sure.
Do you have a chart that compares FY20 and FY21 revenue and expenditures?
FY20 revenue.
Versus FY21. So,
No, I don't have one,
so
but I can get one for you.
Rosita, Mr. Porter, or Madam President, if you have the agenda item in like your ability to pull up the income statement is attached
Okay.
to that. I know doing this virtually is hard,
Yeah.
but the income statement is attached to the agenda item that has those comparisons.
Let's see. Will I be able to bring it up?
Yes, everything should be back up. You should be able to bring it up.
Okay.
Steve, you got it there?
I'm trying to get it to you. Good boy.
I've got it. If you want me to put my screen up.
If you can, Jennifer, if you already have it up.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. So, all right, you can see that now. This is the income statement that is attached to the agenda item. And so you can see that our total revenues are projected at 7.477 million in fiscal year 20. We are projecting a lower amount in fiscal year 21, and that is going to be because we are assuming that the revenues continue to come in at a lower level through the first 6 months of the fiscal year. Is that what you were looking for, Mr. Porter?
and your assumptions that the pandemic impact is only for 6 months through this time next year. No, through March, right? In April it'll come back. I don't know. It seems a little bit optimistic to me. But given we've got a fund balance I think it's okay, but it just seems a little optimistic.
So, as we discussed in, at the June, council budget workshop,